All right. What's going on, guys? So, this is going to be my first episode of the psychology based series that we're going to start doing. Um, I've seen Patrick do something very similar where he did one technical video and then the following is a psychological, and then we just go back and forth from that. So, I actually really like that idea. So, thank you, Patrick. I'm going to be stealing that from you. Um, but with that being said, let's just move on. If you guys don't already know, psychology runs the entire trading game, right? I don't give a fuck what you say. You could have the best fucking strategy in the world with the craziest win rate, but if you don't have the mental backing to be able to execute on that strategy when you need to and not when you don't need to, your strategy is fucking useless, right? I could teach someone how to trade in a few weeks, right? They could completely understand all the fundamentals. They could understand everything they need, like you need to know within a few weeks. But what I can't teach someone is how to control themselves, especially in that short amount of time, right? Psychology isn't something that you build on really quickly. It's something that takes a lot of time to build on. And the only way you can build on that is through repetition, right? Just like anything else, just like a sport, to be good at something, you have to be bad at it first, right? So if you guys are in that stage where you're constantly blowing accounts, you're revenge trading, like don't worry, like that's all a part of the game, and it's literally just the start of your learning process, and it's the price you have to pay to learn, right? When it comes to stuff like university or colleges, for example, the price you pay to learn might be what, 10K, 5K a semester, whatever it is. With trading, it's gonna be all the money that you lose, and if you don't fucking lock in on it quick enough, you're gonna be losing a shit ton more money. Ignore the camera, by the way. I can see it's like constantly like going in and out of focus. So like maybe if I just like don't move, it'll be fine. But anyway, fuck that. Whatever. Trading will expose you. Okay. It will expose every bad habit that you have. Just like how people say when you take tren, for example, if any of you guys are big into the gym, you know how some bodybuilders say when they take tren, they feel like a maniac. And it's not the compound that makes you feel like that. It's thoughts that you already have boiled up that the compound just exposes. And trading does the same thing. It will expose all your bad habits, plural. It'll expose all your insecurities, any weakness that you have tried to hide in your life, the markets will expose. And I know that sounds like super corny to say, like, yo, like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Like, my emotions are going to be revealed on the markets. But if you guys genuinely trade with, like, not even like just a live account, if you have like a PA account that's funded, you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll know that how all your bad habits get exposed. You see it firsthand. A lot of you just hate to admit it. You just can't admit to yourself that, oh, hey, what I'm doing is fucking bad. Let me stop, or like let me find the root of the problem. Let me diagnose. A lot of you guys can't even like mentally process that you're in the wrong. It's always like, oh, the market maker this, the market maker that. Bro, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if anyone genuinely believes that market maker bullshit, like hunting stop losses and all that, like that is complete fucking bullshit. You lost the trade because you're a fucking idiot, right? And if you're not a fucking idiot and you lost the trade, then that's just a part of the game. Then today just wasn't your day, right? But that's the main thing I want to talk about today. I don't want to talk about strategies. I don't want to talk about setups. It's the quiet need for validation that most traders want that don't realize is holding you back. Here's what I mean, right? Anytime someone starts something new, whether that be trading, a business, the gym, whatever, the first instinct is to talk about it. You want to tell your friends, you want to fucking post stories about it. So yeah, bro, I'm locked in now. Like this is what I'm doing. And it feels good to say that, right? Doesn't it? But that's straight fucking dopamine coming from your mouth that isn't being reflected in your work. It's cheap dopamine too, on top of that. You haven't done anything yet. You've just announced it. You just announced to the world, oh, this is what I'm going to do, but yet you still haven't done it. So, with that being said, what does that mean? That means your brain doesn't know the difference between progress and praise, right? So, when people start hyping you up early, your mind like subconsciously checks the box that, oh, hey, I did this already because I'm getting approval for it, even though I actually haven't done jack shit. So that's the first point I want to make. Shut the fuck up, right? Stop telling people you're going to do something before you do it. That does it, like, and that reflects it to anything in life. Shut the fuck up until it's done. And trading, dude, trading is the worst. It's the worst, bro. It's the worst right now. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened within like a couple of years. I don't know how this shit has blown up so dramatically. I feel like I have TJR to blame for that. But a lot of people love saying, oh, hey, look, I'm a trader now. You know, they love talking about the lifestyle before the discipline is even built to make it. So how can you do that? How can you talk all output this, output that? Like all you're talking about is outputs. The money, the cars, whatever you want, that's all output. But there's zero input being given. So my first point is stop talking and start doing. And I know that this sounds super corny, like, oh my God, like everyone's saying this. I've heard this a million fucking times. But if you've heard it a million times and you're still clicking on this video, then that clearly shows that there's something wrong with you and not the people that are telling you type shit. Look, at the end of the day, visualization is fine. Having goals is fine. But when you're constantly talking about results that you haven't even earned yet, you're putting pressure on yourself for no reason, right? And I've heard a lot of people say, oh, it's good to be in a situation where, you know, your back is against the wall, you're kind of forced to make a play or else you're fucked. And honestly, I agree with that as well, to some degree, right? Putting yourself in a position to execute more versus putting pressure on yourself because of the lies that you've told other people is a different thing, right? So with that being said, when you do that, you know, when you are putting pressure on yourself for no reason, you're not trading for clarity. You're just trading to prove a point, right? You're trading to prove to people, oh, hey, I can do what I said I would do. But then that's when the mistakes start stacking up, right? That's when we have inconsistency on top of inconsistency. And then, dude, what is wrong with this camera? Holy shit. Just want to fucking focus and unfocus. All right. Hopefully that's better. So, because now that every loss feels personal, because you kind of made that vendetta with yourself where if I don't do this, then, you know, I'm a sack of shit or whatever. That's when your red days start to feel embarrassing. And that's when, like, you're not just losing money, you feel like you're letting people down. And that's the worst part about it. So don't let yourself feel like you're letting others down because you didn't do what you said you would do. Let's skip that entire stage as a whole and just start from not saying anything. So the whole point of this is to train your ego, right? Get your ego ready before the money comes in. Because once the money comes in and your ego isn't ready to take care of that, then it'll convince you that you're better than other people because you did it and other people can't. And I know this because I've went through this, right? I've hit my first like 4 payouts, and then after that felt like I was the shit because I didn't see anyone else doing it. You know, no one else was getting these payouts. No one else is buying XYZ. So that, just seeing that around you makes you feel that you're better than other people when in reality you're not, right? Now, you really have to step back and look at yourself and think, why am I doing this, right? Why did I feel the need to pursue this over everything else? Is it because you want to see the money come in quickly? Is it because the validation? Is it because what is the reason, right? I want you guys to diagnose the issue. Diagnose the reason that you started trading. Figure it out and then figure out what the problem behind that is. The coolest people that I've ever met, you would never know how much they really have, right? No one shows the exact dollar amount that they've made. Normal people that have made that much, they're grounded, you know, they treat people well. And that's when you find out that they're doing very well. It is not because they told you they were doing well, it's because their actions reflect it, right? So if your actions do not reflect what you have wanted to become as a trader, then no one's going to believe you, right? If you're just trying to be super flashy all the time, you're making a bad look. It's a bad look for yourself, genuinely. Because being flashy only attracts what? Fucking poor Indians that are like in the slums of Mumbai that are like, you know, spamming the buy sell button on MetaTrader 5 thinking that they're going to get rich. Like, you know what I mean? Like, being flashy really only attracts those types of people. When you're overly with it, like, everyone knows that, like, oh, it's kind of bullshit, right? So try not to be too overly. Like, especially like this entire industry is just filled with people thinking they're better than others, right? More money, more wins, more flex. Like, it's just all empty. Like, there's no purpose. Like, none of this is purpose driven. It's just to say, oh, I'm better than you at this and better than you at that. Maybe it's because I'm just venting at this point about the trading community as a whole, but honestly, like, that's genuinely how I feel about this. So if you want to win, all I'm going to say is you have to stay solid as a human being. You have to stay grounded in your principles, in your rules. And the main problem I see with people trading is a lot of people that do trade come from playing a lot of video games, me especially. And you treat it like it is still a game, right? You call your boy, yo, you want to hop on the charts at XYZ? Like, we'll find a good setup, this and that. Like, no, bro. Stop doing that shit. Treat it like a fucking job. Log on at the exact same times. Execute the exact same way, and you'll see results. It's that simple. Once you let greed take over, once you let the fear of missing out take over, once you let all these random ass emotions take over and pile up, you'll rinse, bro. You'll rinse. And I know you have been rinsing if you're watching this video. If you're watching this video, then that means clearly you're doing something wrong, right? Now, I'm not going to tell you what you're doing wrong because I don't know what you're doing wrong. So the whole point of this video is I want you guys to diagnose the root of your issues, right? Stop relying on everyone else to fucking come and save you, right? There's no fucking superhero. There's no Superman that's going to magically come and save you and then hand you a fucking wad full of cash. No one's doing that, right? Diagnose the root of the issue. Find out what the problem is and then go from there. The days you don't want to trade, the days you don't the days you don't feel like journaling, the days the motivation fades, all that, like all those days add up. All those bad days add up. And then it's just going to be mistake on top of mistake on top of mistake. So the best advice that I can give you guys is if you are struggling with your psychology, the best advice I can give you is pull out a pen and paper and then you're going to write a 3-step plan. The first step is, what is the problem? What is the main issue that's resulting me to lose? Why am I not winning? The second part is, all right, now you're going to write down what I can do to fix this. If you don't know how to fix this, bro, ask the people around you, ask ChatGPT. Like, you guys have so many resources to your advantage. Like, it actually amazes me how fucking stupid some people are. Like, genuinely. Like, I feel like some people shouldn't even fucking be trading at all, but like, I think I'm just ranting at this point. So let me stop. But yeah, and then the third point is you're not gonna write down anything yet. What you're gonna do on the third line, whatever, you're gonna start doing tally marks. And those tally marks are gonna be for every day that you consistently fixed the problem. Every day that you didn't let that root cause take over is going to be a tally, right? And eventually, when you just keep doing this over and over, you don't notice the problems anymore. You don't notice that, oh, I'm not doing this anymore, or I'm still doing this. You know what I mean? Like, you'll only notice the tally marks. The tally marks are going to be the main thing on your mind. It's going to be like, oh, okay, I've done this so many fucking times now that it's just become a habit at this point, right? The whole point of this is to break habits, build good ones. Because as unfortunate as it is, a lot of people that come into trading are fucking degenerates. So you come into the markets with bad habits. And I know that because I'm one. But yeah, with that being said, I'm just going to sum it up really quickly. Stop chasing validation. Stop announcing your plans. Go fix something early. All right? Go fix it early before it becomes bad. Those are my 3 points. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate